Some written shit about being homeless. Some reality. Got Mr. Hyde the craziest beat. Just that shit up. Crazy with it. I'm the stinkiest and the kinkiest of the bums you will meet ruin the slums. I get my rocks off in cum dumpsters and dead partially decayed birds. It's completely absurd how I'll use my word to beg you for your cash. Cause I need to get drunk so I can ignore this rash that's stashed on my penis from fucking this gash in last week's trash. Her pussy looked like curdled gravy on potatoes that were mashed. I'm staggering drunk and I smell like a skunk. And I think I'm cool enough to rule out the street punks, but they hate lazy garbage like me. And they barrage me with fists and steel-toed feet. So I crawl back under my newspaper blanket. I can't fake it. I'm a lazy piece of shit. I should probably get up and get a job, but I'm a slob. And before I hit a crack on your knob, I will bob. I don't care about personal hygiene. I smell obscene like I just came from some gay porno scene. But you wonder why I'm mean. I'm losing steam, so I know I'll die in these streets and become roach and rodent meat. But you won't care because I have greasy hair and I live my whole life outside in despair. As I sat and cried, it's so unfair. My mind has become mentally impaired, potentially spared from anything that you could ever wish to detect of the neglect that infects all of me that is left to see. To hell my soul has been sent, all because I couldn't pay my fucking rent. Or maybe it's the Peronis that kept my dick bent. Like morality, my dignity has all been spent. All I have to show in my pockets for a little cash flow is an old toothpicks and lint. It's a sin, this life that we're in, and I may be living outside of the bars, but let's not pretend the cell is still enclosed in our minds within. There's nothing to you that I could send that would make me sense, so I sit in the corner of some closed liquor store amongst the metropolitans, pissing my pants as I demonically talk to myself in incoherent rants. By noon I'll be staggering the thriller dance as I prance for a dead lost soul, as predominant moments of perdition continuously unfold. The story is cryptic and old, like Bram Stoker's Dracula, bloodlust deeds that forebode, with a cursed devil's soul that was betrayed by creation's blade. And when he cried to the skies for help, there was no heavenly angels to his aid. To the eternal death his love was laid, and for a forged fiery contempt that for the divine the dragon was made. Just like Nosferatu, I'm creeping in the shadows behind you. Sometimes I do things I would otherwise never do, but I'm hungry and cold and you don't know what I'm going through. To see another dawn before the winter's nightly death thaw, I'm in awe that I didn't die last night. I had to dig under the recycled trash bins until the new day begins. I was forced to worship our closest star, even though I have always revered it from near and afar, because you won't invite me in for a meal or to sit next to your hearth, so the sun became my heart. I see things more than you realize, and I know that they live while you're dead asleep and all alive inside. You allow the darkness to arise. You know that you must do to see your people and collect the future through. It's up to me and it's up to you, and so I say unto you, extend out a friendly hand from time to time to the uncontent and street dismayed, for they are of your own kind. It's time for all their parity barriers to unwind, for we are all fallen away in Saturn's hourglass of time. Like dunes of mortal sand we ban from one brother to another, and if it's all it takes we stand, we purposefully can rightfully cast them all smitefully asunder to Hades' rotting vengeful world of the unders. It's a mouthful even to read. Yeah, maybe I'll publish this, maybe I won't. Fuck you anyways.